The big question is, do I open one by one, or do I open all at once?
Is there an option to like open 10 or something like
No,
that?
there isn't, unfortunately.
Oh man. Opening 251 by one will take like an hour. It's gonna.
I know it's tedious as hell. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called open all. All right, fine. All right, chat, you ready?
So, remember that time that Jarvis did this on accident?
I did. I
Just think how
I'm
how
not.
far we've come. Are
Yeah,
you
this time it's not an
sure?
accident.
Are you sure you want to open all these?
I don't know. Am I
Yes,
sure?
I'm pretty sure we're sure.
All right.
Hands in the air,
Bang!
boys.
Pog?
A full set of M21. Is that call time?
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice, nice. A Commander Legends pack.
I don't know. I hate the fact that I'm opening these packs.
What is even in a Commander Legends pack? Is there like
I don't know.
expensive stuff in there?
Hull Breacher is the most expensive card, I'm pretty sure.
3,000 play points.
All right. One CMR. I'm writing down what's in here because I'm going to forget.
Oh yeah, no, you need to be an intense record keeper. So all the like cool alternate art stuff is at the top too right now, I guess. 2 different avatars of Infernal Pet.
Yeah, I don't know what's the point of that. Is all right.
Oh, you got a Modern Horizons pack. Is Ancient Tomb worth stuff? Probably
Probably.
not.
No, probably actually. But obviously, I think the original printing would be worth more. All right, now
Yeah.
I don't really care about.
All right, so this is like 20 tickets. Okay, fancy stuff. Fancy stuff. I don't know. Are these alternate art things? They're probably not worth
I'm
like
not
premiums on
sure.
Moto, right?
I don't know. I mostly took notes of like the top end stuff. This is like all of this stuff is like this is top end. This is top end. This is obviously like sort of top end.
We don't. We haven't gone very far down this. We haven't scrolled much, Jarvis. We don't know what kind of top end we
Oh,
got.
what the hell is
That's
this?
that's fancy.
That is fancy. Unfortunately, Tron sucks in modern, so. Munkers knows you missed the open all itself, but we're scrolling through it, so it's basically the same thing. Shroud, you're not even subbed. What the hell?
What are you talking about? I am subbed.
No, you aren't. Or
Oh well, I used to be. I don't know. Am I?
just click the button. No, you
Just
have a Twitch
click.
Prime sub. You have a Twitch Prime
Yeah,
sub.
I thought I used it. I guess it expired.
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
auto renew.
I thought I used it like a week ago. I don't know what's happening here. Can't believe I'm getting browbeat into using my sub.
Well, you tried to browbeat me into buying more chests.
Yeah, but I'm just giving the fans what they want, man.
Yeah. I'm slowly. Wow, look at this Urza's power plant.
There's so much alternate art stuff.
I know it's kind of
We're
crazy.
we're like just now getting to the regular mythics instead of the alternate art stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool looking.
Oh, a Heliod.
I really like this Vega the Watcher too. I don't think it's like an exciting card, but it looks dope.
Oh, that owl is definitely watching you.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently that promo Ketria Triumph was like 8 tickets.
Which one was? Oh, really?
Yeah, the one that you have no idea what land it is until you like.
Huh. I could see a lot of these promos being like sneakily worth stuff. I don't know. Heliod's probably worth something since that's a deck
Yeah.
and like modern and uh, Pioneer. Does anyone still play Pioneer?
Well, first off, it's not a deck in Pioneer anymore because they banned Walking Ballista.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually unplayable in Pioneer.
Oh, tilt. All right.
Holy shit, I have so much shit to go through. Yeah, why is the Seto land called Ketria? That
I
reference
love.
so few people would get.
I love it.
Did you figure out how to sub yet, Trout? I'm gonna keep browbeating you.
I stopped bothering to try and figure out because I wanted to see what all we had opened.
You can do both at once. I
Not
believe in
Doug.
you. There's a lot of all stars here over various
Yeah.
formats.
Is Urza still worth a lot?
No,
Probably is, right?
no,
What
that
about
deck got hated out of existence essentially.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, maybe they'll ban Euro and then it'll be worth playing again.
maybe. The Opal ban sort of hurt it pretty bad.
Oh, right. Good point.
All right, we've gone past the mythics. Now we're down to rares, which is probably
Well,
a lot
we're
easier.
in the Force of Nature territory.
Ancient Silverback.
Hands in the air, everybody.
What?
We might hit a Force of negation.
Oh, Force of Negation. I see. I thought you said Force of Nature. Actually, I'm
I
pretty
think
sure you did say.
I think I did say Force of Nature. We can also hit a Force of Nature. Fuck it. Let's not discriminate.
Archive Trap, anti-doomsday technology. If you really want to try to get your doomsday opponent, this is one card you can.
There's an Archive Trap deck in Modern now, right? Like Mills an archetype, a real
The
one.
better versions of that deck actually cut this card, in my opinion, which is kind of wild. Right. There's a lot of. Remember when Azusa was great?
I do. I remember when Azusa was like 40 tickets too.
I do too. Burgee is one of my favorite new cards.
It is pretty sweet.
It is. And it works well with this card in Vintage. Sort of. Well, actually, not really. They're both engine cards. You don't really need both of them in play.
Yeah, but you could have them both in play, and that's just value.
I did multiple times.
That's some like stupid Commander Cube stuff.
I also had Harnfell and Citadel in play. The Harnfell is the backside of it. Burgee combos with Burgee. That is true. Burgee, Harnfell top is basically inf.
Yeah.
Man, getting rid of all of these cards is going to be so painful. But
just go to a bot and just open up the trade. No, and they'll just take everything.
I can't do that because I'm trying to build Kaldheim sets too. So I'll just manually do it later, which is kind of painful. But it is what I signed up for. Literally.
Yep. We opened 250.
There were 250. This is the results of 250 chests. The big ticket items. I'm not going to scroll. I might scroll back at the end, but we're looking at all of the rares I opened. Yo,
we haven't gotten to the Fs or the Hs yet, so we don't know.
I love Bringer of the Blue Dawn. I just love all of the Bringers, actually.
That is pretty fancy. I didn't really play Standard the year that the Bringers would have been Standard relevant, so I don't have any like fondness for them in that sense.
Lynn, selling the sets is so good. No, I'm actually planning on redeeming some sets, so this has actually worked out okay, personally. So it'll be fine for me. I mean, the cards will just have to sit on my account for a week or two, which is fine.
Yeah.
That set. But that's a future Jarvis problem. Oh, man. I love this card because I sideboarded it in Abzan versus Dragons, but Dragons also just played it in its main deck because you would pick non-Dragons.
Right.
Which is kind of funny that it's like both decks could play it and it was both correct for them to do so, even though the modes were completely different.
What is MS2, the set? Like, why would there be a Cloudstone Curio that's worth like an extra ticket more than the regular one?
It's probably Masterpiece.
Oh, I see. So it's like a fancy art one.
Yeah. That might have been like one of the ones that was like super mythic in like Kaladesh or Aether Revolt.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. It was probably a Kaladesh one, right? Because weren't those all artifacts?
Yeah. Deafening Clarion. It was a Kaladesh invention, that's what. Man, let's talk about how ugly this defense card is.
It is pretty ugly. It
The
is. It
old
is
bordering,
that.
in my opinion, is so much better for this card.
Agree.
Disaster Radius. You haven't lived life until you revealed Emrakul Aeons from this card, then all of your opponent's cards take 15 damage.
Well, I've never lived then. I didn't realize.
Oh man, this card was like insane for so long because of that one deck.
Do you think Door to Nothingness is in this cube
Probably
that
not,
we've been
but
playing?
we can also check.
Doesn't that feel like a Door to Nothingness cube, or like one that would have Door to Nothingness?
It's not in the cube. It's too easy to win that way. Come on.
All right, fair.
Oh man, Dora in the Siege Tower. Calcano, we have to
Door.
pour one out for Calcano.
All right. I mean, he's like still alive, so
No, I
that
mean
feels weird.
he
But
loves Doran. Doran's just so
yeah.
bad now.
All right.
Dream Drawer. This card is so close to being good in standard, I think.
True. True.
So the nickname for this card when we were testing was Doctor Owner because it would own all of your opponents in Modern.
Doctor Owner.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a drowner. Because DR Owner.
Yeah.
I get it. Clever.
Yeah, it's a throwback to Doctor Teeth.
Do you remember the Dream Leash standard deck?
I do. It was
The Dream
Eminent
Leashes and
Domain.
Axes and yeah.
Adrian had a lot of weird names for decks, but Eminent Domain was one of the ones that made more sense because you were just a land destruction deck with Annex and Dreamleash.
Yep.
And it would kill its opponents with Spectral Searchlight, which no longer works anymore because you can't make the mana burn.
Yeah. Earthshaker Kendra is a rare. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. That card was bonkers and limited.
It was good.
It was also good in the standard deck, obviously, as well.
Yeah, I never played that limited format, so I.
Oh, it was really good. Like obviously, Eternalize as a 4/4 is like just insane limited as well. Right. Dryad of Elysian Grove. Blood Power Creep. Mm-hmm. This is Exploration plus Prismatic Omen. That's all I have to say about that.
We're getting close to the Fs and the H's.
This might be worth something. This is a really fringe legacy / vintage card.
Interesting. Okay, no, I get it. I can see it.
Yeah, the real problem is it actually dies to everyone who's won the format, including Pyroblast and Lightning Bolt. And obviously, the Source of Pleasure's argument's not that good because Plow kills literally all creatures. Except
this is a reason you could build like mono blue Delver with this card.
You could. I've seen that. Know. The problem is playing a Delver deck without Bolt kind of sucks.
Right.
Like Lightning Bolt's just so good in those decks because like you want the reach, you want removal, you know.
Actually, you could probably like if you were gonna do something like the old blue red Delver decks, like the old Snapcaster Bolt decks. This is probably just better than Snapcaster in that
I think it's,
style of deck.
Yeah. Dying to Pyroblast kind of sucks though, is the actual issue.
That part is a problem for sure. Maybe everybody will stop main decking Pyroblast once they ban Euro.
Alright, we're getting close. We failed the force check. There are no forces.
Boo!
But we have a Fiery Islet, which is worthless now. Damn, no forces. That's so unlucky.
Let's just hit a Hole Reacher instead.
This is not 0, I think.
Used to be worth like 6 tickets, but I don't know.
Yeah. Garuda. Oh man, remember Head Games?
Is there still a Garuda deck?
There's no Garuda decks anymore.
Poverty now.
Poverty now.
Yeah. Head Games.
All right.
I don't know the next line, but that's an old 80s hair metal song.
We failed the whole creature check, and Hogak is worthless now, obviously.
Damn. Blue White Bomberman. There we go.
That's a fringe deck, in my opinion. Yeah, literally one person plays that deck, and they do well, but it's only one person. I like this card, and because it's like really... I don't know how to put it. This is a weird card to print, but it's also kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is a Force of Nature variant. This is basically Force of Nature.
How? I don't follow your logic, but
It's an
okay.
8/8 Trampler.
Oh, Force of Nature. I was thinking of Force of. Yep.
No, I said Force of Nature
I
repeatedly.
predict. I predict we are gonna. Uh, we probably opened more than one Force of Nature variant. Honestly, there's probably been a couple big green idiots in this deck.
I'm not
I
sure
haven't been
about.
looking for them.
Hey, we opened Hans and we opened Lurgoyf.
Yeah.
Ah, Khans! It's the Lurgoyf.
Ah,
Safi died.
Lurgoyf, run! It's Hans.
Ah.
We got Avatar, Mike. Yeah.
Oh, Avatar of Might.
Didn't Force of
Oh,
Nature cost like 6 though?
yeah, something like that. Lab Maniac, the bad Thassa's Oracle. That is so true. This card is so much worse than Thassa's Oracle. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I remember it being really exciting that Laboratory Maniac was a card that existed
Yeah,
because it let
because
you
it was
do
very
like fun deck
unique.
building things,
This is
and then they
probably
just
not
printed
zero,
a better
actually.
version. Cost 2 if you have a Force of Nature in play. Is that what that is? I don't remember what Avatar Might cares
This
about.
is 4.8 tickets randomly.
Nice.
I mean, it's a rainbow land. Rainbow lands, if they're good, are worth something, right?
Yep.
The rest of these cards are mostly worthless. Oh, Miss Cutter Hydra, your boy! Your
I
boy!
love me some Miscutter
I
Hydra.
know you do. I remember. It's your
Card is
boy.
fantastic. The boy Miscutter Hydra.
Look at how many heads it has. You can't even count.
Have you
1,
ever
2, 3, 4,
selected
5,
Miscutter
6, 7,
Hydra
8, 9, 10,
off
11.
of a collected company?
No, have you?
I have. I sure have.
What happened?
It went to the graveyard, and then I unmorphed Den Protector
Oh,
and
okay.
picked it up out of the graveyard and
I,
cast it and attacked for the win.
I was asking you, I'm like, this doesn't sound very good unless if there's more to this story. By the way,
It was a satisfying line.
in this picture, there's 12 heads. So this is an X equal 12 Miscutter Hydra in the picture.
Yep.
But this Hydra, unlike others, cannot grow more heads.
Has all the heads it needs.
Also, I'm dying.
Has enough heads to keep you honest.
I'm dying, chat. I need some follows and subs to keep me alive.
Oh no!
In my trying times of drowning.
Keep Jarvis alive.
Yeah, keep me alive. That goes for you, Trout. Oh, look, it's our boy Night Veil Spectre back to haunt us.
We didn't even board him in.
It was
Redeem hydration time. Wasn't the hydration the problem? I can't actually see your picture.
But if you rehydrate,
your
it might fix the problem, you know?
Okay.
But I guarantee you subs will fix the problem too. I just guarantee it. Oh, this is in the Andy Jessup deck. The fake infect deck.
That deck is gas, by the way. I've been playing with that deck some.
Did you play more since we last talked?
No, but I'm just telling the chat. The what's the card called? Vin?
No, it's
Lin?
Finn the Fangbearer.
Finn the Fangbearer, yeah. It's an Andy Jessup special that's like a standard Finn the Fangbearer Death Touch deck. And it's really fun.
It's just BG Infect, but you only have one creature that makes your Death Touchers into Infectors.
Right.
This might be something.
It's an honest to God Splinter Twin situation.
God,
playing that deck because
like
people bend over backwards
yeah
to prevent your Finn the Fangbearer from staying in play, and then you just like tempo them out and poke them to death in the meantime. It's very similar to playing the old Splinter Twin decks that like won most of their games with like Bolt Snap Bolt.
Except you don't have any Bolt Snap Bolt scenarios. Sagumar, this card was obnoxious as hell.
True.
Who beats 6/6 Trample Hexproof?
I had that card in my sealed deck in the Moto PTQ that I won.
Well, I mean, this was like one of the best
cards
in the set.
That's my only real experience with that card, but it was fantastic.
This was like one of the first rares I opened in like sealed deck, in Mirrodin sealed deck rather. I remember it very vaguely because I'm like, this card is sweet. And then
it sort of is. It's sweet. It's really clunky. I don't remember it being especially good in that limited format.
I don't know. It killed my opponent, so
yeah.
This is like the one of the bad 5 drops to hit in Momir.
Yeah.
If they get all of your lands, you're probably dead. Except sometimes you would kill them with 8/8 fire.
Sometimes an 8/8 can get the job done.
Sometimes
Rarely.
it was
Very rarely.
contingent on them not hitting a fire or a reach creature essentially.
Yeah.
Because you're basically not going to be able to make any good creatures for the rest of the game. Anything else good? Matt says he won a game after making a Sky Solar once. Well, good for you, Matt. I don't know.
Lucky.
I remember the days when this would have been like a throwing card to hit.
Is it not anymore? What's it worth now? Like
Probably
5 tickets?
4. Yeah, 4 to 5 tickets. I don't know. Some like small number.
It's an old art. That's got to be worth something. Do people still recognize this as the best looking Tarmogoyf?
It is 4 tickets for this art. 4.17.
4 tickets ain't nothing.
Let's talk about broken cards in Limited. Holy shit, this one was unpleasant.
Yeah, this card was an asshole.
I don't really understand why this card existed in all the ways it did. Because what actually happened is, if this card was in your hand and the board was even, you would just sit there putting prey counters on everything, and then you would finally just like you would plague one them, and they would take like 10 damage.
Yep.
This card was really like the other card that was insane was Profane Procession in that format. If you remember that one as well.
At least it was like a little bit more limiting, like in terms of what decks could play it.
Oh yeah,
like,
but this one you would just put in every black deck, and if you drew 3 swamps and you had this in your hand, all your opponent's shit would be dead, and then they would be dead.
It was a rude ass card.
Remember when the dual lands were worth a bunch?
I do.
Matt says
pretty much like everything is too cheap these days. They've flooded the market with cards because of with all these treasure chests, it seems. Which I guess is good for people that want to play Magic. It's bad for people that are trying to extract value out of these treasure chests.
17 tickets actually. Or wait, no, this one's
this is a VMA. It's 11.
No, this one's 10. Yeah, but that's still not nothing.
Yeah, they're probably all worth. Check the Tundra. The Tundra's probably fine too.
Well, Matt says I lost an RPTQ invite to someone who turned 3 to Profane Procession all 3 games, including Game 3 where they turned 3 did I disenchanted and they played another unturned. Oh wow, that's super, Matt. That's horrible.
That's rough. That's rough.
You're just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Imagine getting 2 Profane Procession in your sealed deck.
So I guess the VMA ones are worth a lot less because
they look ugly as shit.
Because Legacy Noggles like old art on their cards, basically.
I don't know. Probably like it might just be a supply thing, but yeah, it doesn't make that much rational sense.
Yeah.
All right.
It probably also makes like you're probably more likely to get one of these in a treasure chest, a VMA one.
Why are these? These are not like you can't get them normally.
Which means they're probably worth something.
Yeah. Actually,
wasn't Armed and Armored the one that like somebody in
someone
chat was looking for?
I don't remember who it was. It was like a day or 2 ago, but I would not be. Oh, it's only 4 cents.
That's not exciting.
Oh, this one's 37 cents randomly. Probably like it's a kind of appealing casual card, right?
Yeah, these are standard legal, right?
Yeah, they are. They're just like they're not very good, I think.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, they look like I could see applications for these cards in standard. I don't think they would be good, but they would be relevant, you know? Is Yorion worth anything?
I don't know. I'm not checking that. It's probably like a small ball value card. I'll just put it into the pile of stuff I'll try to get rid of later.
Right.
Oh man, this was one of when this was spoiled, people went crazy over this card. Then it became pretty clear that this card was not very good.
I don't remember the part where people went crazy about it, but I guess I can. This is back before. Right? This is back before people realized that the Jin rate was not anything to get excited about anymore.
Yeah, but that's what happened, and that's how it be. And that's 250 chests worth of stuff. I'll probably start saving up some point, but it'll take a while to get up to a big number again. Man. All right. Actually, I'm sort of curious if this is still in the redemption for the store.
Have you already redeemed M21 sets?
I did before, but...
So you have no use for an extra M21 set?
Oh, I can only do Zendikar Rising, apparently. And not
they haven't opened Kaldheim yet?
Alright, so this M21 set is probably going to get sold. Open the packs? Nah. I don't want more junk. What I'm actually going to do is sell the packs. Which is kind of cheating, but whatever. I have to get rid of all of this junk to make my Mtgo account load faster.
56,000 play points. Think of all the playing we can do, Jarvis.
You mean 5,600?
What did I say?
56,000?
I meant 5,600, but yeah.
Shroud, you're gonna have to hit that sub button if you keep saying nonsense like this.
I swear I'm subbed. I looked at it.
You don't have the Snippy badge.
Well, that's just broken, the display. I am subbed.
You sure?
Yes.
Seldom winning the fight. No, it's too much work. All right, but that is a chest opening. That was 250 chests, and I think we probably broke even, which is kind of an accomplishment. So we're gonna go do another draft.